sports, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded at the 2. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Oh, nice move. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Here's Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. On first down, Carr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, man open left side. It's Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Wide, get wide. 25, check 25, check 25.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that's be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now this time Carr throw, and he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
You're mine.
Shotgun now for Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Let's go. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Watch your slack, watch your slack. Watch your slack. Hey, check right. Kill. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Mike, 5'9". Mike. They gonna need Bravo. Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 55. Wrap. We're 5'7". 55.
To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Check right. 57, 57.
Wins to throw again. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Watch the flag, watch the flag, watch the flag. White. Check three.
To throw again. Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Darren Waller, the intended receiver.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Pull it together. Jim. Hey, other side, solid.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Protein spill. Man 5-7. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Kill. Check. No.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Wentz going to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check three. Lefty.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Ford, don't kill. Mike 55. All day, dog. Mike 55.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Defense wins championships, baby. 82.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19.
Come on. Check nickel. Under 10. 10. Two Jack. 55, Mike. Five.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
No.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Carr now on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. To throw again on second down. Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Zach Brown able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Heavy. Kill. Turn
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Working from the gun, it's Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
47, Mike, 47. Hey, Wood. Let's put that team on the bus. Shift. Jumper. Slam.
Now Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
51's mine. White Monday down.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Quick the edge. Come.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, while we have a moment, you know what we need to do here is give a nod to the new Hall of Famers who were brought into Canton and inducted on August the 3rd. Champ Bailey, Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law, Kevin Mawai, Ed Reed, and Johnny Robinson, all part of the class.
Fantastic class. When you talk about guys who played at a top level, obviously they're Hall of Famers. But what I found interesting about it is you've got a great pass catcher, the best pass-catching tight end in history, in Tony Gonzalez. How would he like to work against this secondary? Champ Bailey and Ty Law at corner, Ed Reed and Johnny Robinson at safety. Good luck trying to get open against those four. What a matchup that would have been. But it was a terrific night for those gentlemen. Congratulations. And, of course, Ed Reed's bust will go down in history because they got the hair exactly right. And Ed had a ball up there in his Hall of Fame speech.
And remember, next year they're going to celebrate the centennial year of the NFL with a special class of 20. So get ready for those speeches.
I wonder if they'll do it like Johnny Robinson this year, who actually submitted a video instead of going up to the podium. And his speech was about 5 minutes long, which is probably about the right length.
Watch it, hey. Sunday. Check the backer.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Showing it. Sunday.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Hey, zoom.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jalen Richard, 35 yards, as his guys are back within a single score.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Watch twins. Watch twins. Bang, 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 bang. Check, 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 check. Watch the safety creep. Out. Bunch, bunch, bunch.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Go. 120. 65. 65. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Kill. Sunday. Check. 55 to Mike. Hey, Echo. 55 to Mike. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
55.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him at first, but it did not. And they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
81.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And it is Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Harry.
Big ass, big ass, big ass.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 46 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Man out, man out, man out.
14, 82, 14. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he stopped immediately there. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing on second down. Wentz, right side, caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Now Wentz. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
46 down, man, 5-4. Hey, team 6, team 6.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of 2 halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
White. Shit. That's right. Shit.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check 50. Check 50.
Now this time, Carl throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
He can't hang. He's not going to get...
Shit.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill, kill, kill. Kill.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jackson to return. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And Marquell Lee with a stop defensively.
Great 57. Check right. Smooth. I got it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pick up there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
No. Check. Empty.
Now a handoff working right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
I'm here all day. 74.
Wentz to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Elliott good with a PAT. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Check 43. Hey, watch it.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Results in a 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.